Playtika Holdings Corporation, hereafter simply Playtika, has filed to go public by selling 21,700,000 shares of its common stock. Furthermore, selling stockholder Playtika Holding UK is selling 47,800,000 shares of common stock, bringing the total of share issued to the public to 69,500,000. The underwriters are granted the right to purchase up to an additional 10,425,000 shares from Playtika Holding UK to cover over allotments at the initial public offering price. Playtika Holding UK will nevertheless continue to hold approximately 80% of the voting power in Playtika. Playtika Holding UK is a wholly owned subsidiary of Alpha Frontier Limited. Alpha Frontier Limited is indirectly controlled by Giant Investment Company Limited, which in turn is controlled by Yuzushi. The proposed maximum aggregate offering price is approximately $1.9. Initial public offering price will be between $22 and $24 per share. The total number of common stock outstanding after the public offering will be 412,767,200, valuing the company at approximately $10 billion. Playtika has applied to list their shares on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the symbol PLTK. Playtika operates as in the mobile games business and was founded in Israel in 2010 and is led by its co-founder, Robert Antokol, who is the CEO and chairman of the board of directors. According to its IPO filing, Playtika operates 9 of the top 100 highest-grossing mobile games in the United States, Slotomania being one of those games. Released in 2010, when Playtika was founded, Slotomania currently remains the largest game in Playtika's portfolio based on revenues. The portfolio of games has grown mostly through acquisitions and consists of free-to-play games where revenue is generated with in-app purchases. Playtika is seeking additional opportunities to increase revenues by incorporating in-game advertisements and subscriptions. What follows is a short presentation video of the company from their webpage. Here's an overview of the top games by revenue. Slotomania. Launched in 2010, over 1.4 million average daily active users in the quarter ended September 30, 2020. Revenues in the last 12 months ended on September 30, 2020, $724 million. Bingo Blitz. Acquired in 2012, over 900,000 average daily active users in the quarter ended September 30, 2020. Revenues in the last 12 months ended on September 30, 2020, $417 million. Other games that generated more than $100 million per game in revenues in the last 12 months ended on September 30, 2020. House of Fun, $244 million. Caesars Slots, $185 million. World of Series of Poker, $163 million. June's Journey, 155 million. Best Fiends, 138 million. Solitaire Grand Harvest, 136 million. Other games combined account for approximately 120 million in revenues, for a total of approximately 2.3 billion in revenues in the last 12 months ended on September 30, 2020. Major competitors that operate in the same industry as Playtika include Tencent Holdings, Activision Blizzard, Electronic Arts, Take-Two, Zynga, AppLovin, and Product Madness Big Fish Games. What follows is an overview of the key performance metrics, according to Playtika's IPO filing. Before we go ahead with the IPO presentation, if you like our videos, please support the channel by subscribing and hit the like button. Our channel is about identifying opportunities in the stock markets, whether it is high-growth dividend investing, short-term catalyst plays and more. We appreciate your support for the channel and it will motivate us to post more videos. Thank you. And do not forget to activate the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as we upload a new video. In the 12 months ended September 30, 2020, Playtika generated approximately $2.3 billion in revenues, representing a 3-year compound annual growth rate of 28%. Net income in the 12 months ended September 30, 2020, of $46.1 million. And $815.2 million in adjusted EBITDA, representing a net income margin of 2% and an adjusted EBITDA margin of 35.7%. In addition, for the 9 months ended September 30, 2020, Playtika generated approximately $1.8 billion in revenues, net income of $16.1 million and $665.8 million in adjusted EBITDA, representing a net income margin of 0.9% and an adjusted EBITDA margin of 37%. And for the 12 months ended December 31, 2019, Playtika generated approximately $1.9 billion in revenues, net income of $289 million and $621 million in adjusted EBITDA, representing a net income margin of 15.3% and an adjusted EBITDA margin of 32.9%. The adjusted EBITDA margin profile is driven by retaining paying users over the long term and financial discipline. As of September 30, 2020, Playtika had $379 million in cash and $3 billion in total liabilities. Some of the risk factors to consider include the dependency of third-party distribution platforms and payment systems. Playtika's games are primarily accessed and operated through Apple, Facebook and Google, which all also serve as significant online distribution platforms for their games. Substantially all of the virtual items that are sold to paying players are purchased using the payment processing systems of these platforms, and for the 9 months ended September 30, 2020, 80.1% of Playtika's revenues were generated through the iOS App Store, Facebook, and Google Play Store. Playtika's business will be harmed if those platforms limit their access in any way, increase fees charged to Playtika, or modify their algorithms. A limited number of Playtika's games have generated the majority of Playtika's revenues. Slotomania and Bingo Blitz collectively generated more than half of Playtika's revenues. Conclusion: the market opportunity for mobile gaming is large and growing at a very strong rate. According to Newzoo, approximately 2.5 billion users spent time and money on mobile games in 2019, and mobile gaming revenue is expected to grow to $114.4 billion in 2023, representing a compound annual growth rate of 9.8% from $86.3 billion in 2020. Playtika has a large amount of debt but is growing rapidly, has positive cash flow, and with the mobile gaming business growing at a rapid pace, it may be an interesting investment for at least 3 years. As of the date of this video, we do not intend to initiate a position in Playtika, but will keep it in our watch list and reconsider an investment once the next 2 to 3 quarterly figures of Playtika are published as a public company. Thank you for watching.